Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building. I don't know if you should call him Young Berg or Hitmaker.
Hitmaker.
What do you prefer nowadays?
Hitmaker.
Hitmaker's in the building. What up, sir?
Oh, man, just chilling, man. How you feeling?
Happy birthday. He's a Virgo as well, fellow Virgo.
Yes, sir. You already know.
So it's like Youngberg dead, kind of?
Young Berg died, so Hitmaker could live.
Hey. Why didn't you do like a whole ceremony, like really play it up, make it a big thing? No, for real.
I mean, shit, the internet might have did it for me already, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I had to do what I had to do.
That was one of the best rebranding situations I've seen.
Yeah, I think in the last 10 years, it's probably been myself, 2 Chainz, and Joe Budden.
Yep. Those three is first, man.
And now it's just crazy. Like, a lot of people didn't know. Like, even when I took the job to be vice president of Atlantic Records, like, I never did, like, a press release or never did nothing like that. Because I knew niggas was going to hate, you know what I'm saying? I think it's better to stay low and keep firing.
You got a job at Atlantic Records?
I'm
Yeah,
vice
he's-
president of Atlantic Records.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
When the hell that happened?
2.5 years ago.
Wow.
He's been making hits for a
By the
long
way-
time.
And
By the
Joe
way,
be trying
after
to
the-
act like we in Atlantic Pocket,
Hold
and
on,
he
hold
in bed
on.
with you, and you the VP of Atlantic. Joe
By
Budden,
the
you
way,
full of shit.
after the Breakfast Club interview,
Yeah. After the Breakfast Club interview,
What do
I
you mean?
became vice president. My last interview here, I took the job after that, and then we were up here talking. I think at that point, like, I had a couple number ones. I did Big Sean Bounce Back. I did Chris Brown Party, and then going to Atlantic, man. In the last 2.5 years, as a writer and a producer, I've sold over 15 million records with them.
Vice president of what? What's
brother.
that?
A&R, VP at A&R, gave A Boogie his first number 1 record. Did Meek Mill first number 1 record. So good vibes.
Talk that talk,
I
Hitmaker.
love it, though.
so you and Jeremiah are partners still?
Nah, that's my brother. He changed my life, like, for real, for real. When nobody was rocking with me, he took me on tour, and everybody know Jeremiah bounced to the beat of his own drum, like, so.
We never seen him.
Exactly. So I was able to have like 50 Jeremiah records. Nobody has Jeremiah hooks and all that other stuff, and I was able to run it up, and that really put me in a position to really, like, change my life for real, for real.
Yeah, that's interesting because I always thought you guys were partners kind of in the, or is it unofficially partners or?
It's just my brother, and we just work, like, we're serial collaborators, like, and, you know, we just work all the time. That's what's funny. The funny shit is that the girl from Love and Hip Hop, Hazel E, introduced me to Jeremiah, and
Wow.
we went to the studio to do Jeremiah came to do a record for her, and then it turned into just me and him working, and me giving a song to Meek and Chris Brown first collaboration.
So Love and Hip Hop helped your life.
Let me hear about some bullshit, but I mean, I'm glad I made it out. Who is it? Me, Cardi B, shit. I would say K Michelle, but she right back in the shits anyway. So
Joe Budden.
Joe Budden right back
He's
in the
on the
shit.
show
anyway.
still. He's talking about made it out.
What about
like,
Tiara
not on
Marie?
it.
You supposed to be the Tiara Marie?
Nah, I feel bad for Tiara Marie
You should
too.
lend her some bread, bro.
Yeah,
Hey.
so she could pay 50.
No,
She
she
has
ain't
a
got
payment
it. She ain't got it.
What do you mean back in the shits? Like,
Back
I
on
mean,
the show.
back on the show, back on the bullshit. Like, I could just imagine
Oh,
what
yeah.
Joe was gonna go through this season with him. You know what I'm saying? And his baby mother and not being together. Like, they gonna spice that up for sure.
I don't understand why he's back on Love and Hip Hop.
The man told me he got $1 million to do it. I still don't believe
No
him.
way. He's a liar. God damn it.
He's a
Man,
liar.
you know that's a motherfucking lie.
Still don't
But
believe
I
him.
thought you wanted to
Joe.
go back on the show at one point.
Hell no. Not after they tried to trash me with that whole shit.
What's wrong with
Hell
you,
no.
man?
Because I don't understand why niggas just be saying shit like that as if we not all in this business and
Joe-
we can't fact check.
Joe driving around looking for cars. He might
Ain't
got
no
that
$1 million
money.
to be on no Love and Hip
You
Hop.
gotta ask
million.
Mona.
Please.
Yeah, that's
Maybe he
outlandish.
did.
VH1 wouldn't approve that. Viacom wouldn't approve nobody.
Now
Berg,
let-
come on, Berg.
Niggas getting $1,500 an episode.
Exactly.
To
Joe
be
might
on
not
Love
get no
and
damn $1,500. Stop
I'm not
it.
saying Joe is, but come on. He ain't get no $1 million.
Not a
God,
million.
Joe,
Disrespectful.
man.
Or
Stop.
maybe they doubled up. Maybe they gave him 5 and gave Sin 5, and that's
Joe
how you
get more
make
than 5,000 now. He not doing no damn Love and Hip Hop.
500,000 for the
500 for the
season.
million.
For the season. 500,000. You think
That
that?
sound kind of high, too.
Who you think is the most paid person on Love and Hip
I
Hop?
would think Remy Ma and Papoose.
Right now. It depends. I mean, I don't really watch this show right now. I don't know.
Somebody in the back said Rich Dollars.
Shut up.
But then, you know what? You have a lot of connections on there because A1.
I don't
who
fuck
used-
with A1.
But you did. But I'm saying you did
Did
have a
she?
lot of connections.
I don't fuck with
A1.
A1.
At all?
Nah.
Why you don't fuck with A1, Burke?
Because, like, they put me in the mix of all that love and hip hop shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was trying to separate myself from that because I went through traumatic shit on the show. Like, they tried to, like, kill my whole career again. And, like, they put me around a bunch of bullshit. And I was like, yo, keep that away from me. Then he went and trademarked, like I would always say like tuh, like that's my shit. Then he went and trademarked my shit behind my back.
Isn't that your album name?
Yeah, he went and trademarked
And he has
the shit.
apparel and everything that says Tuh. He gave us some
I don't know.
bags and
What does
everything.
TUH mean? I would think that was an acronym if I saw
It's
it.
just like fuck you. Like it could be used for multiple different things. You know what I'm
Wait,
saying?
he
Good
took that
reason,
behind
bad
your
reason.
back and trademarked it?
Yeah, he did.
Damn it,
And
man.
y'all remember the video where they were on live in the studio and people ran up in the studio?
Yeah, they
Oh,
said,
yeah,
Rob.
yeah.
That was cap though. That was Love and Hip Hop cap for them to add to their whole shit.
You
Oh, so that
confusing the
wasn't
hell out of
real.
Charlamagne.
Wow.
So that's where we parted ways, because I'm like, yo, if y'all could use me for that type of bait just for whatever y'all doing, then ain't no telling what y'all could do with me. And like, I'm vice president of Atlantic Records. I can't be having no shit like that go on. You know what I'm saying? That was literally my place of business that Atlantic put me in the studio to be at. So
Wow.
I had to cut that off for real. For real.
So hold on. Did you know it was fake when it was happening?
He was just on Instagram Live. You know what I'm saying? Like, he would walk in and out the room and be doing a lot of different stuff. I didn't know nothing. Like,
So when they ran up in there, you thought it was a real situation.
yeah.
So that could have went bad. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have had a gun. Something could have, you know what I mean? Your people could have shot somebody. Like,
Who you
yeah.
telling? Who you telling, bro?
Over Love and Hip Hop?
So do you want to rap again? You don't want to be an artist anymore?
Absolutely not. See, the thing is that a lot of people like, yeah, I'm a writer, yeah, I'm a producer, but I'm about to be the biggest executive in the game. Like, Craig Kalman gonna have to get up out that seat for me. You know what I'm saying? One of these days, like, I'm about to be bigger than every executive out here because I actually have the relationships and I actually make these records. Like, when I created Dangerous for Meek, like, that was just something, me just being in the studio. We did that song in 30 minutes, and then it turned into being a big record for them. And I think that a lot of A&Rs, no disrespect to them, a lot of them are glorified middlemen. You know what I'm saying? They just like, oh, I know this person, or they taking credit for records because they put somebody in the studio with somebody when I'm actually on the ground level getting my hands dirty with the shit, you know?
But there is a talent to hooking people up and putting people with people as well.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
But my
because-
talent is just bigger. I'm not shitting on them.
You did shit on Craig Kalman just now.
No,
Not that
He
I
said I
care.
want his job.
I
He said he
want
did.
his job. I'm supposed to aspire to that.
Yeah,
LA Reid, I'm all these different executives that I'm learning from, QCP, Coach K, like, I'll look them in their face and be like, yo, I'm gonna be bigger than you.
And nothing wrong with that.
Nah.
But I will say it's very hard for creatives to be in those seats. That's why a guy like Craig will be in that seat. Like, they don't put creatives
That's a
in those
lie.
seats.
Craig Kalman is a co-producer on I Like It Like That Cardi B record with J Balvin and all them.
He actually did.
Yeah, he
played
gave-
You go to
music.
Craig Kalman's
He
house.
gave
He
a
has
sample, yeah.
he has vinyl like all covering all the walls.
So he picked a
and
sample.
Yeah.
Okay.
LA Reid, he's an executive too. He was a music creator. He was a creator.
Did he do
So that's
the same?
so that's a talent. It's not a talent like on your level.
As far as sitting down, actually doing the
Yeah, like, and really creating the stuff. I think that it's really more so like the blessed thing about what I do is that, like I said, like, A Boogie had never worked with nobody like that, like, closely, because he just goes in the studio and just kills these records and goes crazy, and they plaque up and they go stupid. I was the first one for them to like really open the fold. We went to Hawaii. He gave me his whole album. Look back at it, was a song that was like, we had that song for 9 months. So me being vice president of Atlantic Records, I was able to hear the record. We was waiting on the sample to be clear. The song was actually 5 minutes and some change long. I took the record in Hawaii. I added the snaps to it, and I restructured the record and made it a 3-minute record, and it was our first #1 together.
Well, Craig Kalman might be the exception to the rule, but we're not gonna sit here and act like these white executives be having talent. Like, come on, stop now.
Charlamagne said that.
And they be culturally clueless like a motherfucker 95% of the time.
a lot of
them
people.
do.
It's a lot of nepotism that go on with this shit. You know, like, when one person get it up, they get a little homie the job. You know what I'm saying? Which is nothing wrong with that as long as you qualify for the gig, you know?
Vice president of Atlantic Records. That's dope.
Yo, dog, in the last 2.5 years,
a
I
lot
done
of people
sold
shitted
over.
on you too, man. That's why it's good to see, man.
And it's lit because, like, whoever shitted on me is all good. You can come grab this record. It's $75,000 a track. You know what I'm saying? Come get it while it's
Well,
hot.
technically, we shitted on Youngberg.
Yeah, but not Hitmaker. But
Exactly.
that is, I mean, people that have dissed Youngberg in songs, I've done their singles and they've been top 10 records, and
You
I'll
just
never
charge
say that. Yeah,
Now
of
let's
course.
talk about your project, right? Because you have that box out now.
Yeah, Thoughtbox just came
The
out.
hell is Thoughtbox?
It's my
I
single.
hear it on Sirius all the time.
Yeah, it's,
So you say you don't want to be an artist, though.
huh?
You said you don't want to be an artist.
No.
This is a Khaled type thing. It's a producer album. So
Okay.
I had the pleasure to work with on Thoughtbox, A Boogie, 2 Chainz, Meek Mill, YB and the Mirror, and Tiger are all on the record. So it's all
So I would assume that it's pretty easy for you to get anybody to be on your album because you work with a lot of these artists and they want to get some beats from you. So do you
Yeah.
do like exchanges?
Yeah, we could swap it out. That's what I did with everybody. Well, first and foremost, a lot of people will I done got so much money and I done got so lit that I'm not really charging people. You know what I'm saying? Like if I got a relationship with you, like a 2 Chainz, I've known him since he was Titty Boy. His record with Ariana Grande, Rule the World, his last hit, I did that. I didn't charge him though. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was able for him to get on my record and everybody that's pretty much on the
But
song.
you still get your money from royalties,
Publishing.
publishing, and all that other stuff.
I remember when Def Jam asked me what should be the single off 2 Chainz album, and I said that, and they was like, no. Matter of fact, they said anything but the Ariana Grande record.
And look at it. It's about to get a plaque right now. That's some of them people that don't know what the fuck they talking about. Shout out to everybody at Def Jam. Maybe they was going through, they just transitioning. They been hiring and firing people a lot. So, I mean, maybe they was tripping and lost in the sauce on that one.
What did Hitmaker learn from Youngberg? Because Youngberg made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, keep the right people around you. Never do too much. I was wilding back in the day.
Wilding?
Yeah,
Was you on drugs or drinking a lot? Like, what was it?
I did ecstasy a lot back in the day. And, it was good for me because I made all them hit records on it. And it was bad for me because, you get out of character. And when you young and you just get millions of dollars out of nowhere, and you don't have no OGs, you don't have nobody telling you what to do, what not to do, how to move, and how not to move, you end up in some Youngberg shit. And hopefully you work hard enough to become Hitmaker.
You have the most random stories, I'm sure.
Oh my God.
Of things that happen.
Yeah, dog. My life is a real fucking movie. For real, for real.
You worked a lot with Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
What did you think about her coming out and saying that she's retiring?
I don't see. The thing is with Nicki, I think that people feel like she's going through something right now, but everybody sitting in this room, no, that's just Nicki Minaj, yo. You know how many times she done cursed me out and said some of the
Charlamagne
craziest
too.
shit to me in the world. But on the
So
flip,
what she said to you?
Meek was gonna beat me up at one point when they was dating and all that other stuff.
Before.
Yeah, she called me bitch ass nigga, eat a dick. I was on a Nicki hate train, but my thing is
You work for Atlantic. You know Atlantic had a plot.
No,
ruin Nicki?
absolutely not. And at the end of the day, I cannot say nothing bad about Nicki because she cursed me out and we did a lot of shit together. When I was working with her, she really put her arm around me and really embraced me. And I got a lot of clout, a lot of cool points because I'm in Nicki Minaj's studio every day. I ended up doing 6 records on her album. And it was great times for me. But now that I got money and I'm rich, I can't be, it won't be tolerated, talking to me like that. I can't do it.
Did she accuse you of being on the hate train because you work for Atlantic?
No, not at all. She was actually proud of me. When I first got my gig, I told her, she flew me down to Miami because for a while, her and Meek were dealing with each other, and I'm gonna keep it 100. Meek voted me off the island. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't.
At that time?
At that time, it was his girl. I was in the studio all the time with her, and I just think that it was he got to move around. So they removed me. I moved around, and then when they broke up, she hit me back, and we ended up working a little bit. But
why did they remove you? I'm confused. Why did he remove you from the studio?
It's just crazy times, Charlamagne. It was just real crazy times.
What, you thought that you was trying to get with Nicki? Or?
Was it justifiable? Could you understand it?
The truth of the matter is that I didn't know him and Nicki were dating.
And you tried to holler?
No. So I would see Meek out, and I'm like, yo, I'm finna go do this, I'm finna go do this with some hoes or whatever. I didn't know they was dating. So I'm in the studio just talking shit, you know what I'm saying? I seen Meek earlier, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. We was kicking it.
Snitching.
She went and snitched on me. And I didn't know that they were dating at all. And that's how we got in, that's how it happened.
So you would see Meek with girls.
No, now you're wrong. now you're wrong. And Meek is my guy, so don't even do that. Meek was just at my birthday dinner. That's my dog, so don't even throw me in the mix.
So you would call Nicki a hoe?
No. Say he was out in the club and Meek was in the club. He said, oh, yeah, I was in the club. There's mad hoes. Meek was there. He might not have been doing nothing.
Oh, got you.
Might be like, oh, so you was in the club with some hoes.
Got you.
He cleared that up for you, bro.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm a woman. I know what it is.
It was weird for me, too, because Safari was actually around at the same time, too. So, I would be in the studio with Nicki and Safari would be in the studio but she was, I don't know.
It was during that transition period.
Yeah, it was a weird time.
When did you make the decision to I guess, fully commit to the Hitmaker thing? What was that light bulb moment for you?
I just realized that, I got good product, but people didn't want it from me. They didn't want me to be the one that was delivering a message or delivering a song. So my first big ones were John by Rick Ross and Lil Wayne. I was Grammy nominated for that. Shout out to Ayo and Keys.
You did John?
Yep. Then my next big one was Tamar Braxton, The One, and that's what prompted me to fly back and move back to LA. Shout out to Vincent Herbert and Tamar Braxton. That was a good look for y'all.
For y'all.
It was no bullshit though. Like, and Tamar, it's funny as hell, yo. It's funny as hell with Tamar because after I gave her the hit, like, she went on a rant that I didn't do this and I didn't do that or whatever. And then like I was at the BMI Awards and like I seen her and I touched her and she was like, Vince, he touched me. And I just touched her on the shoulder. I was like, damn, I just gave you a hit. And then from there,
what did Vince do when she did that?
He was just like, hi, Berg.
You know,
hey, yo, dog, I don't want to look at no man with their mouth open.
So why'd you work with Vince?
Nah,
mouth was always open.
Listen, man, ain't nobody.
So she didn't realize that you worked on the song.
Oh, she knew. Rest in peace, LaShawn Daniels, who just passed. She for sure knew that what I did and what my collaboration to the song was. They took my tag off the song.
Damn.
They went crazy on me,
Why?
and then shit, I don't know. They ain't want to give me the credit. You know, I wasn't big enough at that point, I guess. And then now she all in my pictures, on my likes, my comments. So I guess she want another.
Yo, Berg don't care,
Is
man.
it better for you to lay low? Is it better for you to like stay behind the scenes and just write and produce? Or
Yeah. Why would I want to work as hard as these niggas got to work?
Yeah.
Like I'm in a studio. You think I want to run around? Like for my single and for my stuff, I'm doing it strictly because they said Young Berg was finished. He'll never have another hit record again.
Young Berg is definitely finished.
I went and I had hit records. Now I'm about to have a hit record with my own single.
Hitmaker though.
Exactly.
You're not Young Berg no more.
I mean, until I get a face off or something like that, I'm still gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? Huh?
You married?
No, not at all.
Oh, I see the ring on that ring finger. Something.
To the game. I'm like Marcus Graham right now, for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck is Marcus Graham?
Boomerang.
Oh, Boomerang. Oh, yeah.
Now, let me ask you this. Since you said that Love and Hip Hop tried to destroy you, that was the
Yeah.
whole situation with Masika, right? Where they said that you had attacked her, things had gotten physical. Have you guys resolved that situation since then, you and Masika?
Me and Masika talk all the time. In fact, she actually came up here and told y'all that none of that shit happened and Charlamagne was sniffing her seat and all that other shit. I remember that
I
interview.
sniffed Masika's seat?
That must have been a long
Yeah,
time
that had
ago.
to be about 7 years ago.
That was about 5 years ago.
About 6.
Masika wasn't famous 7 years ago, bruh.
She ain't famous
Love and
now.
Hip Hop.
Listen, sniffing seat era was about
Stop
6
it.
years ago.
Love and Hip Hop was 2014, so it was 5 years ago.
But there were also rumors that she was dating Jeremiah at a period in time.
I think he smashed probably. I don't know.
So does that make you feel away knowing that was your ex and then she dated Jeremiah?
No.
You gotta love Berg.
This Hollywood. Like, so let's be clear. Like, the whole cast, I probably smashed the whole cast of Love and Hip Hop when we was on that shit. It's mad women. I won't even say because I'm not a kiss and tell type dude.
You just did. You just kissed the whole cast.
I ain't say no names. I'm just saying, like, it's Hollywood. You know how it go, man. We all, it's kind of like, we all
It's like incestual.
It's weird, but I'm not on that no more. I will not be dealing with any leftovers from any of my friends or colleagues that I work with. Just know I will be importing and exporting or doing something out the norm because
90 Day Fiance.
no.
I don't think I sniffed her seat either.
You most definitely
Nah, I only sniffed
Don't
one seat
disrespect
here, bro.
Masika like that, man.
You sniff J-Lo's seat.
That's
before?
it.
We might have to go
That's
back
it.
and look at that footage. It exists.
I've only
He wouldn't
sniffed
have
J-Lo.
made it up though.
I don't think that Hitmaker would make that up.
No, because
Bro.
we live in this era, like you see something on the internet, you think that's it all the time. Like, you make Lil Mama cry one time.
Charlamagne.
Like, oh,
I
Lil Mama.
watch all the Breakfast Club interviews,
I sniffed
Charlamagne.
Thank you.
Yes, you did, bro.
I was a wild boy back then. I'm not gonna sit here and act like
Hey, black men don't cheat, Charlamagne.
Not no more. We've all grown. We've all evolved. You know what I'm saying? We different people.
Now, are there
Good
people-
morning, Masika. How are you?
Yes.
I don't like him saying that he fucked you.
What?
Whatever he said.
I did.
Oh, no, you
Say
said
that.
Jeremiah fucked you.
No,
He said he doesn't know.
Yo,
Oh, my
Masika,
God.
don't
He
do that.
just said
He said
that.
he don't know. Maybe
I
he
don't know.
smashed it. They
Maybe.
don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, they did date. Wasn't
Why
that
put words in that man's mouth?
I
They
did.
dated.
You didn't hear him
I
say
thought
that?
that
I
was.
didn't hear him say that.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was something that was known. Like,
I didn't know that. That's new to me.
Okay, so hey guys, if you're dating and you're adult and it's year
Right.
2019, safe to say you done got some action. I mean, I wouldn't consider myself dating nobody if I haven't slept with them. Maybe.
She might not want to give it to you yet. She might want to wait till marriage.
You wouldn't be with somebody who's celibate. And
Nah, See, I gotta smash the first night immediately
the
because I
first
don't.
night, you have
yeah,
to.
Yeah, because I don't want to waste my time. What if you put in like 2 months into something and not get something and the sexual chemistry isn't there?
What if you
I
don't
sold
perform
20
well that
million
first
records in the
night?
past 2.5 years. I shouldn't have to wait for no
28.5 million records,
28.5
Charlamagne.
million. My bad. Yeah.
8 number ones, so many top 10s I can't even really count them. But I mean, it's
What
been
if
a
you
lot.
perform terribly that first night? You ask for a do-over? Do you ever have to apologize?
It depends on how I feel about the chick. You know what I'm saying? Because like sometimes, it could just be like a in and out type situation. Or if I really want to go in, I would catch a redo. Yeah, or I wouldn't. Yeah.
Don't you feel like you have to represent in this climate? Because they'd be like, yeah, I was with Hitmaker, and I don't know why they call him that, because that hit did not make it.
Nah, I mean, shit. When you got money, shit, you might not have to hit it as hard as you think so.
Oh, come on.
For real,
People talk.
Money don't got nothing.
You know
to
how
do
much
with
shit
that,
they done said about me? I do not care what nobody got to say about me. Run my check. I'm happy.
Are there people that you'll never forgive from during that era that might want to work with you that are big, but you're like, I'll never work with that person?
Trick, Maino.
It ain't no reason to work with Trick or Maino anyway. Right now. I mean, seriously. I mean, God bless them both of their careers. But I never, what people didn't know about the fact that I never met Trick a day in my life. I don't know that man. I don't know them people. And Maino, you know what I'm saying? He's a cool guy. Like, I just think that got blown out of proportion, and that was something that he kind of took and ran with it on a little press publicity type of thing or whatever. But
why you say there's no reason to work with them though?
Yeah, Charlamagne, you trying to get me in trouble right now?
He paused.
No, I'm asking a question.
I mean,
I listen to I still listen to Maino.
He might be
I don't
saying,
listen to Maino.
Yeah, I like Maino music.
I mean, personally, I just don't feel like they're relevant to what's going on. I don't think I'm catching a number one with them.
So who would you want to work with? Who haven't you worked with that you would love to work with?
Beyonce, Jay-Z. That's about it. Shit.
You think you can make anybody a star? Like, you think you could transform somebody who's, you know, say just coming out, hasn't had a hit record yet, and make them into a star?
I've done it. You know, it's a lot of records that's on Atlantic, a lot of new artists that I've done it for. The girl Bree Steve, she had a top 10 record. That was her first record that ever came out. I did that. Namir, like, I mean, a lot of different artists that I'm working with. Yeah, that's what I do. That's why I'm Hitmaker. You come to me, you get a hit, and then we'll see you in 6 months.
You did Fat Joe's new record?
Of course.
Oh, I thought Cool and Dre did it.
Cool and Dre most definitely did it, but Fat Joe, I went down there to work with him, and he allowed me to touch the record, and I restructured it, reformed it, or whatever, and that's why I'm a part of the record.
And listen, I don't want to leave this out there because, you know, everybody's grown, everybody's evolved. People are going to think you took a shot at Maino. They're going to think you took a shot at Trick.
No, absolutely not.
Let them know it's all love.
Absolutely not. I have nothing but love for Maino and Trick. Those are things that happened over 10 years ago. I cannot carry that type of energy with me. No disrespect. I respect everybody.
There you go.
All right, Hitmaker.
And when is the full album coming out?
I'm going to just drop single after single after single and go platinum with all of them, and then drop the album like Tiger, and my shit going to go gold the first week.
And what's the name of the album?
Big Tuh.
Big Tuh.
What do you think the problem with collaboration albums like that are? Because Khaled, I feel like Khaled's formula kind of like stopped.
No,
It was working for a moment.
Khaled still got platinum records.
Yeah.
Gold records every time he come out.
I just think you feel differently because his rollout was actually different this time. He didn't have a huge single before he dropped his album. He just kind of put everything out there, and that's another way to do it. I feel like Khaled's on like his 12th album or some crazy shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So he was trying something new out. And I mean, shit, I was just with Khaled a couple nights ago, man. I got nothing but love and respect for that man.
Who else is on the album?
The whole industry. Charlamagne, Lil Duval. Black Man Don't Cheat remix on my album.
Let's do it. I don't know if you into that, if you part of the Faithful Black Male Association.
I can, though. You got to believe in me. You know, I got to get a part of that.
Do you got a girl? You got a woman?
No. Mm-mm. So, I mean, at some point. One? Yeah, of course. At some point, I got to settle down. I'm getting old. I got to share these experiences with somebody.
That's what Kevin Lyles told me a long time ago. He said, find somebody to share your experiences with.
Exactly, because like you can achieve all these goals and then get all this wealth and get everything and then have nobody to share it with, and then you look back and just be like, damn, I just worked my whole life and now I don't got nothing. But I'm still young, so probably like 35, you know what I'm saying? I get active.
Yeah, do you take girls like on vacation and things like that?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Of course. Why not?
I'm just asking. I haven't seen no pictures of that, so.
Nah, see, we keep it on the low. I ain't like Joe Budden, like how he was just in wherever
Turks
he
and
was.
Caicos.
Yeah.
I was there that same weekend he was there,
I
too.
thought y'all was together.
Hell no.
Why wouldn't you be with Joe? What's wrong with that?
Joe my man, but I wouldn't know.
You on vacation with Joe?
No. First of all, Joe was ducked off because Joe was with some woman. I don't know who he was with, but he wasn't.
We didn't know this.
Joe wasn't trying to run into none of us.
I seen her. She was very voluptuous.
She
to
was
say
very
the least.
thick. Yeah,
Wait, you were in
yeah,
Turks
yeah,
also?
yeah.
Nah, I mean, I seen it on the gram just like y'all
okay.
saw it.
I hit him though. I was like, yo, where you at? And he was like, let's go get some. I said, let's go get dinner. He was like, he hit me back the next morning. He was like, man, I would have went out, but I was knee deep in some ass last night.
See?
That's what he
That sounds
said.
like a private conversation, guys.
That's like a private conversation, man. I might not want that out there.
Yo, Charlamagne, the
You in
man.
Turks and Caicos with a thick woman? You just talk with
Charlamagne, the man is
posted a
filming
picture
Love
of-
and Hip Hop right now. Come on, man. Don't do that to him, Charlamagne. It's gonna be next thing right now.
But what kind of women are you looking for?
Somebody. Well, it's hard. It's hard.
Don't
dating.
start with this. Remember last time you asked me
Shut
that
up!
question.
Don't even do that.
It's
I'm
hard.
serious.
It's hard dating. You know what I'm saying now because it's like you don't know if the woman. See, Charlamagne's situation is different. Your situation is different. You both known your wives forever.
That's a fact.
So
Since
y'all
high school.
really came from the mud together. Now meeting a chick like I love the star tenders. I love the girls and starlets, but I can't think that they can actually be one of my girlfriends. They don't know me. They're going to catch me throwing money at them. In fact, I've never been a starlet in none of them clubs either. I'm never going to your bar. I'm never giving.
You just the picture. You let a
The
picture.
gram?
Lust.
He loves
Lust
the
is
idea of
crazy.
it.
Which one you like the most, Bernice?
She not at Starless no more.
No.
She ain't been at
Oh, she
Starless
not?
for like
Oh.
6 years.
But they got new star tenders?
yeah.
I didn't know. They got new ones, bro.
It's one named Nicole that's bad. It's one named Winnie that's bad. And they all cool people. You know what I'm
They
saying?
got a gram?
Yeah, of course. For what?
Yo,
Black
you
men
married?
don't
What are you
cheat,
doing?
nigga.
Put
I'm
your
just
phone
looking
down.
to see.
Put your phone down. You
Black
need to
men
see.
don't look.
You don't need to see, bro.
Ain't that exactly? Black men ain't blind.
Get your Bible, bro.
Don't do that.
Ain't blind.
You play too much. You know what?
Looking.
I was gonna say Hitmaker. Hitmaker Berg. We
Yeah.
appreciate you for
Hitmaker.
joining us, brother.
Yo, I appreciate y'all having me, man.
All right.
What's her name? Nicole what?
Hey, yo, chill, Charlamagne.
You done made her hot. You
Get
just
your
made her hot.
Bible, bro. Go get your Bible, bro.
I'm just looking.
All right. It's
already
the
hot.
Breakfast Club. It's Berg Hitmaker.
Yes, sir.